happening, everyone? Good morning. Good morning. It's pretty early my time. Shout out to Chad of the Donners. Yes, early for the West Coast. Still, I mean, not too early for the East Coast, but a little early for the West Coast. Forgive my voice; it's not had a lot of time to warm up. Um, but welcome, everyone. Just probably gonna go for 20 minutes or so. A couple things to cover, one to get into. That'll be interesting. Hey, hi ho Hex. How's it going? How's it going? Let me bring up the screen just a sec. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Thursday so far. And one thread I wanted to bring up, I came across, I don't know how I missed this. Let's see, let me put it on the screen. I don't know how I missed this thread from Buck, but I thought it was really, I thought this thread from Buck was very interesting and very, I wish I would have saw it back then because this was back on August 2nd. So this was a day or two after the infamous, drop from the SEC news and stuff. And I had a lot of good points in it on just perspective. And, again, it's some talking point ideals as far as just how to tell people and explain about this stuff, if they see that it happened and it came out and they're just confused or otherwise don't know how to think about it. This is some really cool stuff. So he says, number one, bring it back to SEC versus DeFi. Yes, I think that's something as a community we did a pretty good job of just being able to say, hey, this is a fight for crypto. This is a fight for true DeFi. And this isn't just Richard Hart. You don't have to like Richard Hart. This goes way beyond that. Yeah, and two, don't make it about Richard or Hex, even when they poke you. Yeah, again, this is kind of like when you're talking to people, being able to, again, bring it back to, it's not just about air coins, air communities. What happens if they come after yours? You don't want these bad precedents to be set. So that's why we're going to win. And we're just like any other crypto community. This could be you again. Yeah. Supporting other communities. Again, who here likes XR? Who here is in the XRP army? There's plenty of people. I remember back in the day, especially 2017 or so, people were saying not even wanting XRP to be listed on CoinMarketCap. It's not even real crypto. They were literally a lot of people considered XRP not even real crypto. It shouldn't even be listed as a cryptocurrency. I think we're way past that now. But back then it was kind of up in the air. Why would we even list it? It's not decentralized at all. It is a centralized thing. So back then it was a way different story. We didn't have all these a million different choices of centralization, decentralization. It was just, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, a few others that were decentralized. And you had XRP that was just that was just this company thing. And I remember people talking about not even debating whether it should even be listed or even acknowledged. And then number four, we had decentralized community building. Yes, that is the hugest thing that came into PulseChain, has been the ability to take people with different ideals who want to make forks of different things, who want to bring stuff from Ethereum over to PulseChain, be able to take economic energy and bring it here. That is just such a powerful, I think people underestimate that. That is such a powerful foundation, I guess you could say, a powerful way of just getting people involved, aligning incentives. Without PulseChain, we wouldn't have all these other projects, all this other money. Again, people are money, right? If you think about that, more people, more money, more funding, more building, more resources, more outreach, more network effect of onboarding is kind of a similarly brings more value to the network and ecosystem as well. So can you just imagine if it was just still Hex? PulseChain never existed. It was just Hex. We were just building. Maybe we had some derivatives. We still had the Maximus and Hedron and stuff like that. But without all these other products, why would people come here and start building, start telling their friends, start getting? Again, we have these different factions and otherwise. They come here with different ideas, different ways of thinking about things. But I think there's a lot of overlap. So very cool to see. What's up, Crypto Sloth? Welcome, sir. You are early today. And then on Richard's outrage phase, community was the community was explained what the watches were for. It didn't feel like shock and betrayal, just a marketing stunt. We all understood this. Yeah. Again, I like listening to Buck on just a lot of his threads and thoughts and perspective, because it's just, I feel like I relate so much to these ideals, and I'm sitting here, I see people panicking or upset or otherwise at certain things that happen over the past years, and I'm just thinking, really, it doesn't, I'm not confused. I understand it, like that kind of thing. We understood this. There's no evidence of fraud with SAC funds, even if they were. So what? Richard delivered what he promised. Blockchain state of Ethereum, a working deck called PulseX. We as a community don't feel betrayed. Yeah, exactly. Like, again, would we like to be up more? Sure, market decide that, and they're down bad everywhere. Again, a lot of this it's just very refreshing to see, like, it explained in a way, and again, just not in this panicky way, but just this, hey, let's look at the facts here. Like that's a very interesting one. SEC scapegoating Richard to set a precedent that would adversely affect all of crypto. They're willing to lie, make false statements. Some should do so. How would you feel if it's your coin? Again, making it not Hex versus DeFi, or just SEC versus Richard and all this stuff. Making it, hey, they are attacking DeFi in general. They really are. If you read all the stuff they're going after, everything's a security. How is everything a security, not an attack on DeFi? It seems like the most blatant, obvious, like, we don't like you, go away type of thing. It should be going after C5 shadow banks. Yes, but they're broke. Exactly. It's I think hyperbole is one thing that we get caught up in sometimes, like, oh, just this over exaggeration of they're just these stupid idiot people that just do all these bad things. They're so wrong. And I think we forget to look at their incentives and, like, what they're, what the end goal even looks like. And they don't seem to like crypto right now, or the decentralized part of it. Instead, they attack a global community of hundreds of thousands of people collectively working together to make PulseChain better. That's a great point. Like, and I love that we're pushing back so much. I love that it, if you zoom out for, the other day I was just thinking, I was like, it is kind of crazy that of all the communities in crypto and all the things people can working on, people have their jobs, their careers, their different specialties, their own businesses. A lot of Hexans, into real estate and have their own jobs and businesses and stuff. And it's like this shared idea come together. I don't think you can get that. That's the one thing that separates this from meme coins and otherwise. Again, I'm not here to talk bad about meme coins. I hope they bring all the people in. I hope that they're one of the factions that bring in a ton of people and keep value in our ecosystem. But that's really what separates Hex and PulseChain and the RH ecosystem, RH's ideals, from a lot of the coins that are more short-term games, or otherwise just aren't set up to be like this fun thing that you want to play over and over and over, and stuff like that. So do you think we could have rallied hundreds of thousands of people if the SEC was attacking some random coin that people just, like, wanted to play with for a little while because they were bored, or just like this one platform that did this one thing that was very specific? But instead, they're attacking a global community, as you said, of hundreds of thousands of people who are fully aligned, incentivized, for this thing to work and for us to, go on for years and years, winning. So that's pretty cool. So un-American. Yeah, it's so you get that little, I get that little David versus Goliath vibe, which is kind of not revitalizing, but it's definitely motivational, I would say. Like, being like the fact that we have a good chance and we have good standing to win. Like, it's kind of, I don't want to say oppressor versus oppressed, because I feel like that's overused these days and used wrongly and unhealthy these days. But there's a little extra motivation, at least for me, of being like, yeah, we're on the right side and we can actually win. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty motivating. I'll get to chat in just a minute. I'm just going to go down this a little bit further. Hex PLS centralization. It's a different model that we were explaining from the beginning. We trust it. That's their decision. Yeah. It doesn't, whether you trust, if you have, somebody talks about this a lot, whether you like Hex, like PulseChain and stuff, whether you're okay with the OA, that is your decision. you can totally not. And if you don't have to participate. But a lot of people do, and that's their choice. And we're free to choose. We should always be free to choose those kinds of trade-offs, those kinds of risks, right? Because risk can have benefits too. It can have benefits because it protects us from unusual bad actors. Again, the OA, if you go back and listen to Wellstream, I did the other day with him, and I clipped it too. He talks about the OA and how nobody can come in. The big banks can't come into Hex and own 9% of the supply because somebody else already does. And we like them. They're cool, benevolent actors. So what's special about Hex? Incentivizes community members to be exceptionally long-term in their commitment. The entire Ethereum BTC can be sold in a given block. Hex is different, experimental model. What's wrong with trying to do different models? Should Gary decide? Exactly. See, I love, like, each piece of this thread gives you an exceptional way of looking at it, exceptional perspective of the ecosystem. Very cool. Yeah, I'll go through this. Actually, I didn't even put this in the chat, did I? I'll put it in the chat. Y'all can go through the whole thing. It's a really good thread. I really sucks I missed it when it first came out. So, if RH is guilty of anything, it is purposely bad fashion taste, outrage marketing, making a lot of enemies, speaking hard truths about crypto for years, pissed off a lot of bad people. I think Buck gets it. Whether you like Buck or not, he gets it. Very cool. I'm glad to have extremely smart people on our side and in our ecosystem and building products and stuff like that. So, very cool. Let me say hi to the chat before we again go in for another probably 10 minutes or so, and I'll wrap up. Ruskino, what's happening? Crypto Sloth, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're fixing some good teeth out there today. Legalize Hex, how's it going? Faster than Squirrel. I know. Where's Squirrel at today? He probably knows, like, yeah, Max never streams in the morning. And he would be correct 99 times out of 100. But today, this time is different. What's up, Hex Revision? How's it going, man? Bigfoot, welcome. Armando, good morning. True DeFi holders. That's a very good morning. I'm drinking some delicious coffee. This is the first brew of the day, too. So I have a second drink for you there, Armando. Appreciate that, man. What else we got to talk about? Yeah, again, people who buy on Hex and PulseChain and just whatever coins that aren't Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're not looking for, the people who are buying things that are, have been validated by the market stuff. They're not looking for 100x. I implore everyone to put yourself in the mindset of a person who buys Ethereum or buys Bitcoin and like nothing else. They don't do any other outside the ecosystem. They just, maybe it's listed on their portfolio tracker or their platform they're using or whatever. But they don't, when they see, Litecoin or they see Cardano or they see like all these other coins that may be listed on the popular stuff, they don't buy them for a reason. It's not because they're broke plebs. It's just literally because, they could be broke plebs, but not necessarily. It's just because maybe they want to make some money. They want more decentralization. They want free, whatever it is, but they don't want to take on the risk of everything else. They don't want to lose all their stuff, or they don't want to be down for a while. They don't want to go through what we've been through in this past bear market and the previous bear market and bull market and all that stuff. So, like yelling at people because they don't buy early, it's just, I get it because, we have this very different perspective on things. We have this very like nuanced, like, oh, okay, I see buy early, sell later, or sell much, much, much later if you're staking for, 5, 10, 15 years. But most people don't care about that. They just don't want to lose their money. And yeah, their appetite for gambling, what they would call at least, gambling in the sense of they don't really have an edge, right? Like they don't have this inside information. They don't stream. They don't talk to people. They don't participate in the community. They're not in the chat rooms and stuff like that. They have been watching Richard for years. They don't have this edge that some of us may have or may think we have at least. So they're not going to buy it. They're like, a lot of people are never going to buy Hex. They're not going to buy Hex until maybe it's 50 cents or $1 or whatever it is. Whatever like number in your head you think is too late, they may not buy it till then. And that's okay. Like they're not stupid. They just have a lower risk tolerance, and they don't have the edge that some of us may think, at least we have, in the ecosystem for knowing how to like make these decisions early. It's like somebody shouting at you, every time somebody shouts a meme coin at me or shouts some other ecosystem coin or whatever, and I just, first of all, I just don't care because I know I found the best one. But again, how many people think like me? How many people think, no, I've already got my crypto? Or how many people in the real world, would just, laugh at you or just not understand what you're doing at all because they think they've already found the thing that's going to make them money. They found their stock, or, they've already got other investments or real estate, whatever the stuff they're happy with. Like, let everyone be happy with what they're happy with. And don't, I don't think people are stupid because they don't invest in the coin that I like, because everyone's got their different thing. So anyways, let me get back to chat real quick. Crypto Gains Club, how's it going, man? Hex Majestid, how's it going? What's up? I don't know if I got your name correctly. Fame has been wonderful last week. Products have been very successful. I'm glad that we have some more banking products in PulseChain. We got Fame, PHUX, a lot of liquidity and stuff through there for coins otherwise, and fiat. And yeah, if you're interested in those products, again, super, super cautious. Know what you're doing. Most people don't know what they're doing. Most people may not, probably shouldn't be participating, depending on your level of financial expertise and understanding of these things. But there's some more banking products in PulseChain that are there to create a market and bring people in to bet different ways, make investments. So may you all have mad gains, but be extremely careful. Fast Abdul, let's talk about the secret cabals from PulseChain. How can I gain entry? You know what? I would not be involved in that if there were. I explicitly try to not be involved in cabals. We'll say it like that. One other thing before we wrap up. So again, I posted this a while back, just crypto things worth avoiding. It's in the chat. Step 1. I think I posted this before Hex and PulseChain. Yeah, October 4th. Maybe a week or two before Hex and the ecosystem went way up. Step 1, buy solid coin at 50 cents. Step 2, coin goes down 90%. This coin sucks. It's not making any money. Step 4, trade 90% down bag at another meme coin with great logo and team. Meme rocks. This is not just about meme coins. It's just like any coin, but just meme coins happen to be the one that just keep popping up over and over and over. And with a track record of, not all of them, obviously, I hope, wish them success, but many of them have the opposite of success. Step 6, DCA back into solid coin all the way back down, starting at cycle top, repeat for many cycles. I do not want to be in that cycle. I don't want to be on crypto Twitter. I've said this before. I don't want to be on crypto Twitter for the next 15 years. I'll say that. Maybe I'll have X stake for the next 15 years, but crypto Twitter, not so much. Not so much. I'd rather go be a force for good in the world. However, and I hope everyone goes and be a force. I hope everyone can get off Twitter one day. Get off YouTube, get off social media, grinding every day, and go fulfill their potential or be the best they can in the world. Do real world cool stuff. This stuff's cool for now, but yeah, I don't think it's anyone's destiny to just be on. I mean, some people, maybe that's all. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, some people literally, like, maybe they're best in the world at social media and stuff, and they can help a lot of people get on the right path. But I think a lot of people probably want to go out there and save the whales, stuff like that. Yeah, again, I showed this on stream before. Sorting by all-time high. I mean, even it's like a meme coin index thing. It's yeah, they don't have the best track record in general. So be careful out there. Again, I hope we have meme coins that bring a ton of people into the community and do not rug and have a lot of great value, but a lot of them are not that great. So be careful. This is one of the last thing I want to mention too. Something I came across. I did not know Revoke.cash had a list of exploits and rugs and stuff on here. So post this in chat as well. We got the You can read more information about each one. You can do like check, and you can even like type in your address and check if you're affected. And they have links to explain each one, which is pretty cool. So if you click on this, you can go to the actual thread explains what happened, Maestro bots, and different references too. So tons and tons, 386 million stolen since 2020. 1/3 of $1 billion from bad code and people taking other people's money. A lot this year too. Almost every month, right? Every other month. Yeah, be careful out there. What's up, Steph? How's it going? That's about all I have. Yeah, be careful on the charts as well if you're trading out there. Looks like the up action is taking a break, at least just looking at the stuff here. PLS, see if it loads real quick. The last week, can't beat the action over the last week. Let's look at the daily. Just see boom, 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 boom. And then, yeah. Yep. Looks like we're, again, not trying to do TA for you, but looks like going up so far. Sometimes, historically speaking, a break happens. But hopefully we can hold this stuff and keep going up. However, macro conditions, debatable whether everyone's going to start insta buying right now. And check out the macro stream I did the other day. Look at some indicators such as Fed rates and GBTC discount and Bitcoin's price in general. Bitcoin's been up a lot lately, but yeah, if you think we're correlated with a broader ecosystem, macro conditions aren't quite there for aren't quite there for up only action that we see in a bull run. However, it's been so great this past week or so for a community to get a breather from the red, get a little bit of green. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Everyone have a good one out there. Get some pumps in if you're a Chad, or if you're not a Chad. If you want to become a Chad, there's ways to do that as well. I will not sell you the course for it, but there's plenty of ways to educate yourself and get better, become the best version of DeFi. That's what I like to do on the channel. So everyone, Scivive and 5555. We are out.